My expectations were low, but holy what on earth did I just watch? One of GTA's only serious competitors just took itself out. Saints Row was the most anti-SJW game of all time. They were basically the Fast and Furious of gaming. And now they're trying to make it go woke by giving us an exaggerated swagger of an SJW hipster, where the only way to defeat the final boss is by getting offended. Yeah, that ain't happening. Go ahead and go broke without my money, thank you. Hit the like button and subscribe, gents. You know what time it is. Now, this is how you can tell me you haven't played Saints Row without telling me you haven't played Saints Row. Over 100 morons who developed this sat around the table and said, gamers are gonna love this. Yeah, gamers are gonna love this. 12-year-old gamers, that is. Now, this trailer feels like a completely out of touch 40-year-old man trying to fit in with the kids. If Twitter was an actual real-life gang, it would be the loser fairies in this new trailer. And I'm not even gonna call this abomination Saints Row anymore from now on. Henceforth, it will forever be known as Soylent Row, because the main characters look like pedestrians we'd randomly run over while driving to the next mission in GTA. Some liberal hipsters from San Francisco got tired of tweeting all day, so they decided to become crime-fighting superheroes. Why is the whole crew nerdy kids? I mean, they look like they should be on an episode of Glee, not Saints Row. Bravo to the game developers for replacing original characters with Gen Z knockoffs. But that's the point I'm trying to make here. We went from ruthless gangsters to Scooby-Doo looking hippies trying to act all hard. Oh, I'm so scared. I mean, what are you gonna do? Lecture me on white privilege? And by the way, why does the enemy gang look like better protagonists than the actual protagonists? Because if you watch the trailer, they look and act like actual gangsters, whereas the protagonists that we see look like a bunch of kids who met up at university and formed a social group and called it a gang. I'm telling you, the game is probably like, you get your missions from Twitter, and whoever gets cancelled is your next villain. Welcome to Soylent Row, where the only way to regenerate your health is by drinking Starbucks coffee. New players won't be able to contain themselves when they enjoy an avocado on toast and burnt coffee in our new disaster of a video game. This is without a doubt the hardest of hard passes from me. What a way to destroy the name of Saints Row. They could have named this dumpster juice literally anything else. If they called it Woke Row the hard pass, I don't think anyone would care. But frankly, I don't think I've ever seen something as soulless as this trailer in my life. No tattoos, no gold, no rap music, no real gangster shit. To say that it lacks personality is the understatement of the decade. There is literally nothing about this game that would suggest that it's Saints Row except for the title. This game looks like a mix of Sunset Overdrive meets Crackdown and then had a baby named Agents of Mayhem, and then that had a baby and grew up and adopted Fortnite and Watch Dogs 2. It honestly looks so lame that if you can't even impress me with your cinematics, then you have no hope. But once again, we have a studio releasing a product that has nothing to do with its legacy and is merely hiding behind the established name. I mean, where have I seen this before? You guys remember how the Ghostbusters 2016 reboot went? Well, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Anyway, rebooting Saints Row and cutting all the iconic characters for nobodies that no one in their right mind would want to team up with. Nobody has ever said, sure, I'd love to team up with a strong white man with a ruby rose haircut and a flamboyant Asian man over the likes of Johnny Gat. No one's ever said that. And quick side note, why does every chick gotta have that ruby rose, I don't need a man to validate me haircut? In media these days, we just had the same moronic cringy haircut on Tila Zilla in Masters of the Universe. Such a stunning and brave hairstyle. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, if you you didn't know, she will be strong, she will be independent, and she will be angry for no reason whatsoever. Every time I see that haircut, I just shout, shaved head alert, shaved head alert. I mean, the fact that the shaved hairstyle is becoming a notably repetitive thing sure does show. They aren't even being diverse, which they claim to be the only thing they care about. So I urge all the other Saints Row 2 fans to make their voices heard. Do not spend your money on this trash. I'm so glad that it got the response it did. It's well deserved. Imagine turning witty, cool gangsters into hipsters and then pretending to be cool. Do they by any chance hate money? Because that's not how you earn money. We have seen it countless times by other franchises, but I'd like to point out the level of incompetence here is astounding. This game must have had at least 100 people working on it. How the hell did not a single purple-haired soy boy cuck say that this looks like shit and we should 100% start over? This is the literal definition of not reading the room. Did you not even take a second to listen to your fans? Anyway, Saints Row is literally completely unrecognizable from the original 2 games I fell in love with. This has been the case for the better part of a decade when it comes to our movies and TV shows. The past few years of the gaming industry, though, has shown me that a series can never truly die peacefully. Unfortunately, I truly feel sorry for today's gamers. If only they knew what they've missed. Now, whenever you hear these following words, they are clues that something will suck balls. If you hear the words live action, remake, reboot, or reimagining, run for the hills. But one day, these developers, these filmmakers will understand that they should make their product for the intended market, not for the woke audience on Twitter, because you will go broke. But this is the time to take notes, Rockstar. Yes, I'm looking at you. If you do this, this will be your punishment. To all the OGs, join me for 2 minutes of silence. R.I.P. to Saints Row 2006 to 2021, and on that bombshell, Mannix out.